U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They will start this drive with 4. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Lawrence. Washington's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Again, they turn to Ford. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Lawrence will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their...
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Pryor has it complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Now McCarthy. To the right side and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
3rd and 2. Here's McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. To the air with McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to have a Jags first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Next to score, Jaguars 21, Vikings 2. Cam Little, the kickoff for the
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 53 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. McCarthy going to look to throw for it. Flushed out right. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Lawrence. And that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Roberts has it. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. McCarthy operating from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's third down. Now Lawrence. His pass caught at the 4. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Roberts got it. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. McCarthy going to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first.
Touchdown! Jaguars! Take Bigsby. 74 yards. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing is McCarthy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work an exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! Danny Gray, 77 yards. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. And that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And fights him off. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for Roberts. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking with a pass. Here's McCarthy. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
And now they'll shift things around. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now a handoff up the middle. Lamb powers through it. And some room to run now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead. It's complete, and he's not going to make it to the goal line. They've been perfect on the night in 2-point conversions, but not here, as this time they come up empty. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Pass complete. It's Hockenson. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a field goal on this drive could settle things. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, though a tie now seems hardly likely. Able to find Gray here. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. Pryor has it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal. Here's 2nd down and 3. He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.